Hello students, welcome to our 7th session. Today we're going to talk about present perfect. It is formed with subject plus have or has plus the past participle. We use the present perfect to say that an action happened at a specified time before now. You cannot use the present perfect with a specific time expressions such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week. But we can use the present perfect with a specific time expressions such as ever, never, once, yet, many times. Remember, it is formed with subject plus have or has plus the past participle. We have three kinds of sentences: affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and questions. The structure for the affirmative sentences will be subject plus have or has plus past participle. I have tried sushi. Negative. Subject plus have not or haven't, has not or hasn't, plus past participle. I have not tried sushi. And as a question, have or has plus subject plus past participle and question mark. Have you tried sushi? Remember, intonation is very important to let the people know what you mean. Now we have present perfect possessive sentences. We have to go back to the subjects, okay? These ones that we have here. We have two kinds, singular and plural. I, you, he, she, it are singular. You, we, they are plural, okay? We always going to have two options, right? The contraction. Like in this case, you can see one example of affirmative or positive sentence will be I have played. She has done. They have told. Now, let's see the negatives, okay? Again, we have the long form or the short form. I have played or I haven't played. He has not done or he hasn't done. We have not told or we haven't told. I hope everything is clear from now. So let's see the question. Have I closed it? Has she brushed it? Have you given? Again, intonation is really important, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you this list, but remember that we used to have a list on our notebooks, and if you don't have it, you can search for one on the internet, or you can use this, okay? So I want you to focus or pay attention on the third column, the green one, okay? This one. It's with past participle. These are the kind of verbs that we're going to use. All of these verbs are irregular. So try to focus on this one. The regular ones, remember that we only have to add some changes so we can use them. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you to go for your workbook because we're going to work with them. I'm gonna try to explain you. You can take a screenshot or a picture to this list, or you can look for your own, okay? But I'm gonna ask you to try to solve the exercise on your own, and if you have some doubts, you can write them down and let me know on the online class. Now, let's see. We have week 7, as I told you, and they give you the 3 times or the 3 tenses: present, past, and past participle. Again, we're going to focus only on past participle. Exercise number 1 says, choose the correct answer. Lindsay not been to France. I have to ask myself, okay, I am talking about whom? Okay, I'm talking about Lindsay. Lindsay is a she, is third person. Remember that we use have for all the subjects, but we have an exception, okay? When we're talking about third person, that means he, she, or it, we have to use has. So in this case, as Lindsay is a she, is third person, my only possible answer will be has. Now, the number 2, it says you finish your homework. Again, I have to ask myself about who I am talking about. Now, you is a subject, is not third person, so the only possible answer will be have you, has you, or is you. Have you, right? You can go back and see the examples that I told you, so you can know the answer. Remember, only with third person we use has, and third person includes he, she, or it. For all the other subjects we use have. Now, you have other exercise here, so I'm gonna ask you to complete it, to complete these activities. Try to do it on your own, and if you have any doubts, you can mark or check some of these exercises, and you can let me know your doubts on the online class. Let's go to the exercise number 2, and it says read the conversation and answer the questions below. Don't forget to pay attention to all the examples of the present perfect. Okay, this is a really extended reading. It's a conversation between Bob and Darren, but I'm not gonna read it to you, and I'm not gonna ask you to read it to me, so you have it on your workbook, so please read it, okay? It's really extended, as we can see, but at the end, at the bottom, it has some questions. Choose the correct answer. So I'm gonna ask you to focus on the reading and try to solve it, and we can share answers on the online class, okay? Now, let's go to the next exercise. Number 3, it says, there are 10 questions in this quiz, and each question has only one true answer. Number 1, it says, my homework yet. And they give you 4 options, A, B, C, and D, okay? So, I have to look for clues. Always look for clues. Our first clue is I, right? The subject. As I remember, with all the subjects, I use have. Only with third person, I use has. So in this case, I know that the answer is have. And they give me another clue that in this case will be the word yet. And that means that the structure will be subject plus have not or haven't plus the verb in past participle plus the complement. Okay, so the only possible answer will be haven't finished, okay? Because the letter A doesn't have the past participle, right? Okay, I'm not gonna tell you the answer for the number 2, but I'm gonna try to explain it so we can do it on your own, okay? Pay attention. It says, my father is on the way. He home yet. Again, I have to ask myself, I'm talking about whom? My father. My father is a he, so it's third person. I have to use has. And they give me another clue, that is yet. So I know that has to be in the negative, right? So the only possible answer for this sentence will be the letter B, right? He hasn't arrived home yet. I'm gonna ask you to read the other ones to try to solve them and look up for the right answer, okay? You can go back and remember the subjects and the exception, okay? Only with third person we use has. For all the other ones we use have. Try to find out the right answer, and it continues until number 10. So if you have any doubts about something, you can write them down, okay, on your notebook. And when we have the Zoom session, you can ask, teacher, you know what? I couldn't answer the number 7 because of this, or this. And then we can share answers or clarify doubts. Yes? Okay. I hope everything is clear from now. I have this short quiz for you. And I'm gonna ask you to try to switch the sentences into present perfect tense. We have 2 examples there. And it says, I saw a penguin. And the right way to say it in present perfect tense, it's I have seen a penguin. Now the number 2, it says, did they eat breakfast? So I have to switch it to, have they eaten breakfast? Try to solve the other ones. You have another 8 exercise to do. And the next class, I will show you the answers so we can check if we have the right answers, okay? But try to do this like a homework. For tomorrow's session, I will tell you the right answer, okay? So I hope everything is clear from now, but if it's not, please let me know, okay? Ask me all your doubts and I will try to explain it or clarify it for you. So see you next class, guys. Thank you for being here, for watching the video, and see you on the online session. Okay, goodbye.